Hello everyone. So in this video, we're gonna talk for the experiential professionals, right? Experiential professionals. When I say the experiential professionals, they are basically having the 5+ years of experience. They are already expert in other domain, and they just want to convert their career into the AI or the ML or the DS. So they could be very good at Java. I mean, let's say that they are very professional in Java. Let's assume, or sometimes the data engineers, right, or even a data analysts, right. They have enough experience and they just want to transit their career into the AI, like I said here, right. So we'll see what. So these kind of people also, basically, most common mistakes what they do is the projects, right. The project mostly mismatch with the domain. These kind of people also will try to will the project they mention feels like the domain is mismatched, and also it will give an effect that they have copied from the online. So most of the people are doing it, not everybody, but most of the people are doing, like, what are the tutorials they are coming from the online, those projects are putting in a resume, right. And also the project sounds like they are disconnected from the real work, right. For example, they're going to mention like anime image generator, spam classifier with no context. So they just feel that few people, not everybody, few people will think that if they mention that the video related projects or the audio even image related projects as a AI projects, they think that recruiters might feel that this person will know everything about the deep learning and the AI, but that is not the case. You have to match with the domain, what business you are working for, right. Those kind of projects you should put. And also they will showcase the tools that are learned, but they will not show the value, how that particular tools are getting used to add the value to the project or the automation or the business, how that was improved. That kind of value they will not show, right. I'm sorry. Yeah, so because of these mistakes, right, because of these mistakes what will happen is, right, so to the recruiter it will give an impression that you're not equal, I mean, you're not different from the person who is recently graduated, or the person who is having their experience as 1 or 2 years. Even though you have 5+ years of experience, you are proficient in some more area, recruiter will feel like you are also same as the person who are also having the experience of 1 or 2 years. The reason why? Because of this kind of projects, right. But you have a very perfect, I mean, very very good amount of experience, and that will not, you have to show the transition effect, right. Transition effect in the sense you're already expert, you have some domain knowledge, you also know the business. So with that business and domain knowledge, you have created a AI project to help that particular business, and that business was helped with your project, and that's why you want to become a data scientist or the AI engineer to the next role. That kind of transition effect you have to show in your resume. Hope you got my point, right. We will see what kind of things you have to do when you're preparing the resumes, I mean, when you're preparing the projects or you're preparing for the interviews, right. Let's see what kind of stuff you can do. So since you are already an expert, right, so pick a AI use cases that can directly apply in your domain experience, right. So we have to pick AI use cases that will, part of your domain. Like I said earlier, also in the earlier video, if you are working for a banking domain, you have to choose the banking domain related problems, not the image generators or not the video generators kind of examples, right. And also highlight your system level thinking, because you are already a true software engineer, right. So that's why it's very much important to highlight your system level thinking in that particular project, like the kind of infra you have used, and the pipeline design, how you design the pipeline, and how you integrated the feedback loop, and what are the business KPI that you have monitored as part of your project. So these kind of things you need to be highlighted in your project or in your resume, right. And also the focus on value, that what you have delivered as part of your, with respect to the project that you have done, right. So how you can show how the revenue was impacted, and what is the amount of time saved, percentage of time saved with your new project, or the new POC, or the improved accuracy in the team, or the business, right. So everything should be quantifiable, right. What are the things that you're gonna show, right. This kind of project you have to do, right. And so now we will see, right. And also I forgot to mention here also, it is very much important to have a good connect with mentor. Mentorship is very much important for everybody, right. So the mentor, again, who is Who is mentor? The person who are already expert in the AI or data science. So get a connect with a mentor and have enough understanding and get proper validation of your work and audit whatever the things that are required to show, right, in your resume. Just get it validated from your mentor, right? So the having a good mentorship is also very much important for these kind of people also, right? So yeah, let's see what kind of projects you can do as part of your resume building. I'll show you. So let's stop using this kind of generic projects, right? Computer vision model projects, video generator projects. I mean, these are like I know these are very good projects, but with the context, it will not make any context for your current business or the current domain already which you are already in, right? So let's say that if you are working for e-commerce, putting the project something like automated the customer support pipeline. So let's assume this is a customer support pipeline is already existing business unit in the company or the client that you are working for. This customer support pipeline, assume that you have automated something. Try to automate something on that particular customer support pipeline also for e-commerce platform, and tell that how you have done, using which technology you have done, and what you have done, and what is the result that you have achieved with the project. So you have to structure it in this way. To structure it in this way, you have to move the project in this direction. So this project only can be only say done once you have this kind of achieved result, right? So this is the definition of done for your project. I mean, to call it as a project for your level, right? So this should be the definition of done. What is the definition of done? Problem. The first thing is the problem, and second thing is the solving it, and third thing is implementing. I'm just writing it very fastly because I'm not writing completely. So implementing it, and also solving and implementing are both the same. And number 4, and observing the how achievement, and you have to involve in every stage, right, for your business. Then only it will sounds like how to tackle the business problem, and how to address with the ML or DL, so that the recruiters will understand that you have a very solid experience in the business and you also know the AI and ML. So now tell me, it's very much likely to say that you are a very sound in that particular business, and you are very very good at understanding the business and the AI or ML, and so the chance of getting hiring is very high, right? So just try to do that kind of projects. Let's say that you are a healthcare, you're working for the healthcare, build a medical report summarization, right, using the GenAI or NLP, and extract the key diagnosis, and also mention the what is the result that you have achieved, right? This is also very important. And let's say that if you are working for an airlines client, just tell that how you have created the dynamic ticket pricing engine using the trends in the sense what are the factors, online freely available factors that might contribute for the ticket prediction. Tell them that how you created the pipeline, and what are the problems, and what are the directions, and what are the decisions that you have taken, and when you're talking with the interviewer, right, not in the resume. So and then again, like how you have studied the competitor data, and also mention the what is the achievement, right? So these kind of projects are really, I mean, these are just an examples. Again, these kind of projects are really recruiters might expect from these kind of profiles, right? 5+ years of profiles. So what are the projects you are choosing that should cover the 360 degrees, right from the problem solution, right from the problem statement to the value that was being added to the business, right? So we have to mention in that way. Now I hope you understand how to choose a right set of projects for the right set of people. With that being said, that's all for this particular video series, and in the next set of videos we're going to upload more about data science and AI topics. So in case if you are interested, please consider subscribing. Until then, bye bye, happy learning.